Did you know that by adjusting some elements of your store, you can drastically improve the conversion rates and make more money? Same traffic, more money, just because your user gets a better experience. The video you're about to see is a review I did for one of the members of my community, link in the description. I decided to share this because it proved to help not only the store owner but also other community members, and I'm sure you can get a lot of value out of it as well. I took a look at your store and it looks nice, so you should already get conversions. First of all, I ran a couple of speed tests, and I'm not sure if you've been running speed tests recently, but you have a couple of issues. On the product page, you have this huge LCP. Then on the homepage, everything seems to be fine, but I'm sure that if you're running Facebook ads, you send everything to the product page. And there are a couple of things that you can improve on. Let me show you why you have this huge LCP reading. So if we go there, and if I go to see your page, actually, I'm gonna go to the network tab, and I'm gonna preview your website as someone that is using a slow 3G connection on their phone. In some cases, users are on slow connections and they will see something like this. It's gonna take a while until they actually get something. They see this, but they don't see the main product image. And if you scroll down, you can see that the images are already populating, but your main image, which is the largest Contentful paint, is not showing still. And that is because of this slideshow that needs some JavaScript. So let me refresh it again. At this point here, the images are already downloaded, but they are not shown. That's the main issue. So you see that you have a couple of images already populated underneath, and here is nothing. I'm going to stop it here. And if I inspect and go deeper inside that area, I can find the actual image in there already, but it's not showing yet. So you can see it here. The image is already there, but it's not being shown because of this slideshow carousel plugin that you're using in this area. And that's why you get this huge reading here. Google wants us to show the main image as fast as possible. And in your case, you are loading that JavaScript for the plugin here that shows images. And it takes a lot of time until the first big image shows on the screen, and that's why you get this low reading. If you go to your page, if you go to the network tab and select the slow connection, then refresh the page, wait until the page goes blank, and then that's the experience that the user has. And in your case, this image takes a lot of time to load, probably 10% or more of this. Oh, you could be higher, so you could be at 43 or even more if you fix this, or maybe 50 even. The biggest layout improvement that you can do is to have this image fixed in a way that it shows right away and it's not showing any preloader or anything like that. Another thing that you can do is to look at your apps and make sure that you are using them, because some of them are downloading scripts and assets that will create a lot of blocking time. That will make it faster as well. I'm just looking at mobile because desktop is already doing kind of okay. You don't need to do much about speed for desktop, but for mobile, it's really important that you take care of some of these things. So maybe uninstall some of the apps if you have some apps that you're not using. And I mean, if the app is not creating any value for you or for your customer, just remove it. If you fix this for the product page, you should be fine in terms of speed, and that will improve for sure conversions. Then if you're not sending any traffic to your homepage, I would not concentrate too much on it, but you should have like a cohesive experience where going from your product page to your home page makes sense. In this case, it does make sense, but I would work a little bit on the product images. You can spot it's a dropshipping store by the images you're using. You're using images from AliExpress or from your supplier directly. with text over them and with a lot of details, and that is a direct tell that this is a dropshipping store. I would feature images that are with the product itself or with the product being used. I would not combine, like you have here, a product image and then a product being used and then some details. This is creating a bit of a mess on the homepage. And even if you don't think people go here, they will sometimes go from your product page to see who you are. When you go here with this section, I would clean up the product images. I would keep them either all products on white background or products being used as you have on this second image. So I would keep the same style everywhere, other than having that done with this products here. Maybe alignments here, the reviews should be at the left, I think, something like that. I think as it is right now, you should be fine with the homepage. But on the product page, I would want to point out another couple of things. I would use a better image. If you can order this product, order it and take your own pictures. But if you cannot, try to use better images, maybe find some others, or you could feature this as your main image. This way you feature an image where you have your product and you have the benefit of the product directly in view, opposed to having this image, which is kind of hard to understand if you don't have context. I know the customers are coming from ads, but still when they land on this page and see this, they might be confused or they maybe don't know what that is. And when you see jars that are sealed and the machine here, then it's easier to understand. I would also not concentrate too much on the desktop view. That's why I'm going to go now to the mobile view. And on the mobile view, other than this carousel, which creates some problems, I would fix this here. This gap is too big. We want to use the real estate really carefully on the product page because it's very important. I would reduce the size of this logo and maybe modernize it a bit because it's not bad. It says what it needs to say, but maybe modernize it. This is just something that you can optionally do. On mobile, I would make this much smaller, and the text here maybe also a little smaller, maybe kept on one line. And I'm telling you this because usually when the customer lands on the page here, they should be able to see a buy button. And in your case, the buy button is really low here. I don't know if you saw any scrolling heat maps. I'm going to show you now. I'm here on Hotjar, and here's a heat map of people scrolling. Everything that's red is everyone. So everyone, when they land until here, they all see this screen. But you see that the people drop off as they scroll. So you want to have your add to cart button as high as possible. You see, this is the header. Everyone saw that. This is the first image of the product. And then you have people already falling off here, but lower is even worse. So now it's 93 of the people that got to the page, 93, 91, 80, and so on. And until the add to cart button, which is down here, only 20% of the people that came to the page got to the add to cart button. The other ones, they dropped off. So you want to have your quantity and button and variance here as high on the page as possible. In your case here, you should take rid of this space here. You should make this logo smaller. You should make the text here smaller or on one line. And then underneath here, I would take the variance and the quantity and add them right here under the reviews. Also, I would not give away as a gift a product like this when buying a product like this because they don't go with each other that well. So I guess the person who is interested in this product, sealing jars and so on, they are interested also in products kitchen related maybe. So you could give away as a gift something like that. Just things being more aligned, like here you have everything to left, then the reviews should be also to the left. then this text should be smaller. You see, it's just small adjustments to the elements of your page. The add to cart button should be a bit thinner than it is right now, and maybe the full width of the page like that in the grid. Other than that, I think you are fine. I see your page now. I'm previewing as an iPhone 12 Pro. Your product page looks better and better. The only things I would change are the following. So first of all, I would look at this logo and try to make it smaller on mobiles. And that's because I would want to have as much as possible the product and everything here sent up. So for that reason, I would go here and say 120, something like that. Let's see if it goes even 100, 110. You don't need a big logo on mobile. It looks nice anyways. So you could go with a smaller logo, and then I would go and try and remove this gap here. This looks even nicer. So now you don't have that unnecessary gap there. One thing I don't get is this message here, 20 to 50% off with free shipping today only. I would change that to a clearer message. Maybe you have 50% off with free shipping or 20% off with free shipping, because people get confused very easily. So I would change this message here. Going lower, I was thinking about these, and I know that they are the benefits and they should be here, but I would want to have the button higher. You can test having these underneath the button and on top and see which one performs better. But I think the button should be higher. So if you move these under the button, I think that would be great. But yeah, test and see which works better. Another one is I don't see reviews on the mobile version for some reason. I saw on desktop you have them and it scrolls down and everything works fine, but on the mobile version you don't have the review badge, and that is necessary, so you better add it. Then instead of yes, I want mine, I would test with add to bag or add to cart, depending where your customer is. People see it everywhere, so they know that's the add to cart button. Other than that, I don't see anything else. I mean, you could adjust the rest of the page more, but it's already clean and neat. This top part is good as it is. If you do these changes, I think it would be even better. And I saw that you have over 50 on the product page, and that's great. And you have this largest Contentful pane. It's not big, it should be under 4. Yours loads in around 5 seconds. You could go and add a preload tag with this image link. So in this way, you add this to your header and replace obviously the image link here. Then you're gonna have this LCP a bit better. It is not bad at the moment. I think most of the customers have a good experience. If I go here and go to the network tab and then go to fast 3G, which is most of the cases probably, whenever I refresh the page, you see the page loads and then the images load, and they load slower because there is a script behind this carousel here that needs to load first. So that's why the image is not showing directly when the page shows, this being the main reason of that LCP. So the script behind the carousel creates a little bit of delay in showing the image, and that's how this LCP is created. But if you add this kind of link inside a theme.liquid in the head tag, you add a logic with liquid saying that on this product, preload this image, and then on this page it's gonna preload this image and make it faster for the browser to realize it's there, and then your LCP will be gone and you're gonna go probably to around 50, 60, something like that.